We are live, boys and girls. It is Monday, June 5th. We're in the first week of June already. I'm shocked it's already there. And
I don't want June to end for you. I want June to be eternity.
Yeah, it was a good week to start last week. Show on Saturday. We went even money, just a weird day. We each pushed our ones. Gino actually gave out like the better bets if you tailed them straight from the show. You were actually up a little bit. Over on the week, though, we were up again. That's what matters, and we're going to keep rocking this week.
Trev, you are blazing hot. It's insane. I'm going to go second. All month of June, no matter what changes, I will ride second.
All right. Well, this first one's going to be interesting. It's our OddsJam play of the day, and it's the Houston Astros run line -1.5 plus 175 for 1 unit. And this is so here's why. We're betting against Alek Manoah today of the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays are at home. The line is actually the Astros plus 1.5, for -150. So the advantage is Manoah has been terrible, and that's putting it kindly. I can go into detail about how bad he's been. If anybody has any questions, hit me up. I'm not going to bore everybody on the show, but he is a shell of himself last year.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
I watched him pitch like 2 games too. He just doesn't look, I don't know. His confidence is gone.
Well, it's part of it's the pitch clock. So he's struggling with the pitch clock. He was a guy that would take his time. He's a little bigger guy, right? And he would take his time. He could catch his breath. Now he's just got to go, go, go. And if you've noticed this year, a few of those bigger guys are struggling with that. That used to be able to take a break, slow the pitch down, right? So they're struggling. And the Astros bats are hot. They're warm now. The Astros on it. And this is just, again, this is a value.
There are no open bets right now, so I can't promise it'll fill, but it's plus 183 on BetOpenly.
Oh, even better. So
there's no open bet.
Right? So you might find me making that.
You might find an open bet there after the show.
Yeah, I haven't got that far in my day. And then the next one, for those of you who are a little bit older and know who Jim Abbott is, Jim Abbott was a one-handed pitcher in Major League Baseball, right? So he used to pitch. He'd put his glove on his wrist, and then he'd switch it over and catch. This is Jim's son, Andrew Abbott.
Shut up.
Yeah, so he got called up today. He is a lefty like his dad, and he throws straight gas.
I love it.
Gas. He is dominant. He has crushed every level he's come up at.
Man, we're getting old, brother.
Yeah, and then with Nick Lodolo going down, they brought him up. They said this isn't a spot start for him, and so I'm excited. His line will be 6.5 most days moving forward. It's at 5.5 today because, again, this is his first start, and it's who they're opening against. He gets the Brewers, who against lefties are a little bit better than they are righties. They strike out way more, but you'll see today he has electric stuff. We might even take this up a ladder a little bit if we can get some numbers. They haven't dropped it yet. But this is going to close -110 to -120. So it's a 1.5 unit bet. But that's what we got this morning on our 2 plays.
So I'm going to read it back because I like saying Trevor's plays out loud more than mine lately. Mine have been So Andrew Abbott, Cincinnati, over 5.5 Ks plus 100. Trev's 1.5 unit play. It's his play of the day.
Yep.
OddsJam play of the day, Houston Astros run line -1.5. It's plus 175. According to OddsJam, that was where it was EV positive. BetOpenly has it as plus 183, but there aren't any open bets right now. I don't know if something like that would fill. It's rich. And then I got 2 plays. I gave out Vegas Knights and the over and Vegas Knights -1.5 last game. I got told I'm getting in front of a train, and I've been, a lot of respect to Florida. But, man, that was disrespecting Vegas Knights at home. This is final. It's not the final. Excuse me. Stanley Cup, dude. The line was off. So I like the Vegas Knights again today, but I actually think the line is fair, so I'm not touching it. The best EV play that my algo identified was the under 1.5 in the first period. Scary fucking bet, right? 2 and you lose, but it's plus 115. So we're just looking for a nice little 1-0 first period. I wouldn't be surprised if it was 1-0 either way. So I just don't have a lean, guys. You're going to have to be on your own for that. I think that line is priced fair. So I probably won't have action on the team. But under 1.5 first period, Florida, Vegas, plus 115. And then my play of the day, a little juicy. I don't like giving out shit this juicy, but I have it as EV positive, anything under 160. It's at minus 146. The Tampa Bay Rays, money line. So those are the 2 plays. That's 4 plays in total from Trev and I.
Yep.
And, I got my coding team up here, so we're gonna be working on BetOpenly all day, and I wanted to make this short and sweet.
Yep, let's go have a good day, and stay tuned. You guys will see. I'll have some instant bets out today, showing the odds again that are a little, that we're getting better on those. I'm gonna try to. I haven't taken Gino for one yet, by the way. Just so we're clear, he's beating me every day. Every day he's beating me.
And you're winning everywhere else.
2 of 3 or 4 or 5 on every one I've done. I'm getting you today.
The perfect world is you win everywhere except with us. And what I'll say too, again, just humble brag, aside from Trev being blazing hot, Trev and I, old heads, we both told you this Denver series isn't going to be as simple as Denver just comes in and sweeps Miami. I didn't bet it. I didn't have the balls. I'm pissed. I didn't bet Miami money line, but we had them plus 8.5. I had them in the first half plus 5.5. That one fucking hurt considering they were up 3 in the first quarter. But guys, Miami's dogs. I'm not saying Miami's going to win this series. I'm not going that far yet. But I thought people were making a huge mistake giving out Denver minus 2.5 in that series. I think this is at least a 6-game series and will not be surprised at 7.
Yeah, there was guys out on all over Twitter touting, bet the sweep, bet the house on the sweep. Just wild.
It was throw Denver money line in every one of your parlays. Miami doesn't have a chance in hell. A lot of guys complain about the refs too. Denver shot 2 more free throws. I don't really understand. The refs called a pretty even game from what I saw. Denver missed more threes. And if you look at game 1, Denver shot threes shitty in game 1 too. But Miami was terrible and Denver had 20 more free throws. So guys, just promise me you're not one of those guys that every time a dog wins, the game's rigged. Just don't be that kind of bettor. You're gonna be miserable your whole life. There's funny business. There's shitty refs. There's questionable shit that goes down, but it's not every time a dog wins, the game's fixed. That it's really amateur. So what I will say, and I see some comments here, I don't love Miami plus 2.5 in game 3. But I could see the public getting absolutely smoked on Denver money line. So as of right now, if you made me bet it, it's Miami money line. I'm going to watch the distribution though. I'm going to watch the line movement. I'm interested to see how this moves. I think the line opened up perfect. It's not shady. Denver should be favored in this game, just based on what they've done in the playoffs from a domination standpoint. But if you look at who Denver played, and I got a lot of Laker hate in my blood, so Trev's going to like this one. These Lakers weren't that good, and the Warriors weren't that good on the road. So the Lakers had a really easy route through the Warriors, not getting sacked, and then Denver had the easiest route possible. So it doesn't mean they're done. It doesn't mean they're not winning the finals. It just means that don't tout them as this team that just went through the playoffs shredding people at will. Miami's been aggressive. They've been playing good team basketball. I'm interested, dude. I think there's some value on Miami money line game 3.
And so I put a half unit on the money line because it was just disrespectful. Plus 300. It's the finals. It shouldn't have been plus 300. So I got for plus 300. It was worth a half a unit just on the value for me. Nope. For me, the thing that stood out is I think Spoelstra just flat out coached him. That's one of the things I saw in that game is he made adjustments and Denver wasn't countering his adjustments. That's what stood out to me in that game.
I appreciate you, Trev. Have a great day, brother.
All right. Enjoy the time with Coders.
Later.
Later.